Good morning to everyone. Myself Gautam HD. I'm studying in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. I'm studying in I'm studying in second semester. My USN is 1VE 22 CS 051. The subject is Applied Chemistry for CSE, and I am here to do a video topic and video assignment on the topic e-waste. E-waste. This is the global growing problem. Technology is evolving faster than ever, and upgrades and discards. We have also produced piles of electronic waste. This presentation, let's share a little bit knowledge about e-waste and the current growing scenario which we are facing in today's world. Firstly, let's talk about sources of e-waste. Landfills, dumpsters and industries. Landfills. From small gadgets to electronic appliances, landfills have become the place to go for disposal in many regions. Dumpsters. As technology changes, so do user demands. Dumpsters have also become a common disposal area for obsolete devices. Industry. Electronic industry is one of the major sources of e-waste due to the short shelf life of technology. Composition and character of e-waste. Obsolescence, chemicals, recycle and size. New versions of gadgets are introduced frequently. Old devices ends up on the piles of waste. Suppose, let's assume if we have an old computer in our suppose we have an old computer, we are eventually going to replace with a new computer with better features and latest generation and as latest generation. So the old computer ends up in a landfills or dumpster or wherever we throw, which is an e-waste. And chemicals. E-waste contains harmful chemicals such as lead, mercury, arsenic and chemicals in plastic. Then recycle. E-waste contains valuable materials such as copper, gold, silver that can be recycled by undergoing various steps. Size. The size of e-waste varies from small cell phone to barriers to large washing machines. Need for proper e-waste management. Environmental damage, public health and resource conservation. Environment damage. E-waste often ends up landfills and also break down, release toxic chemicals that harm our environment. Exposure to e-toxic waste chemicals can cause severe health problems such as cancer and reproductive disorders if we are not going to dispose them properly in a hygienic method where the least effect on the society and environment. We need to take care. Resource conservation. Recycling e-waste can reduce the need of new resource and energy needed to them. By recycling the waste, we can prevent e-waste. It can also make some contribution to the world by reducing the e-waste, by recycling the waste product or the user products. Toxic materials and health hazards of e-waste. Handling hazard. There are three types: handling hazard, chemical content, environment impact. First, handling hazards. Those who handle the e-waste or live close to landfills have a higher chance of exposure to toxic chemicals which may cause serious problems. Chemical content. E-waste contains hazardous materials such as polychlorinated biphenyls, which is also called as PCBs, which are known to cause severe health issues like hormonal disruption and cancer. Environmental impact. Electronic items tossed into landfills release toxic chemicals that seep into soil and groundwater, which can cause severe environmental damage. Those who are most exposed to these harmful chemical content are the one who's going to face serious issues with their health. Approaches to e-waste, recycling and recovery. There are four ways: separation, thermal treatments, extra metallurgication, pyrometallurgical methods. First, separation. Separation of different components of e-waste which makes the easier to process. Components such as plastic metal barriers can be sold and further recycled. First we need to separate the e-waste based on the size of the plastic materials which we have. Then the type of the material which is type of the material of the e-waste. Then thermal treatments. Thermal treatments are used to destroy impurities and transform hazardous e-waste into non-toxic substances. This is a major step. We are going to transform the hazardous e-waste into non-toxic substances, which means it doesn't affect our environment, or it may least affect environment and our society for human well-being. Then extra hydrometallurgication. Hydrometallurgication extraction is a water-based process that extract valuable resources like gold, silver, copper and e-waste. When we throw out the e-waste, we have some important resources like gold, silver, copper, but in a large scale, gold, silver, copper can be extracted and it can be used in a purposeful way. Pyrometallurgical methods such as smelting and incarnation use high temperature to extract metals like copper and iron from the e-waste. In this method, we are going to heat the e-waste at high temperature to extract some useful metals such as copper and iron. So where we can recover it and we can reuse it. Extraction of gold of the e-waste. See, we all know that gold is considered one of the most valuable metal. So there will be small amount of gold in each electronic system, which can be recovered. The process is sort and collect, dismantle the device, clean and grind, extract gold with chemicals, purify gold, sell gold, or use for further production. Value of gold in e-waste. According to recent estimates, 1 ton of old phones can contains approximately 300 to 350 grams of gold, enough to create 11 gold medals for the Olympics. See, in this method, first we are going to sort the devices, which is based on the size and the type of the material of the e-waste, and we are going to dismantle the device by part. Then we clean and grind, which helps us to reduce the impurities in the e-waste. Then we extract the gold with chemicals, such as gold will present in a minor quantity or less quantity in the e-waste. We are going to extract them by using chemicals. Then we will purify the gold. We will purify the gold by using various methods to get rid of the impurities. Then we sell the gold, or we use in further production for production of electronic vehicles, which will also help plays an important role. Then risk of stakeholders in e-waste management. There are consumers, manufacturers, government and recyclers are the stakeholders in the e-waste management. First, consumers, that is us. Consumers must be mindful of product disposal and participate in e-waste recycling programs to minimize environmental damage. Then manufacturers should use eco-friendly materials designed by recyclability, create more durable products and sponsor e-waste management. Yes, this is the major thing manufacturers should do. They should do recycling the products which can reduce the e-waste, and they should produce more durable products which can come for their long life. Instead of, if we let's assume, if we use a quality product for the duration of 10 years, let's assume that, if we suppose if we use the another product which is less durable, which lasts for 5 years, then we are replacing it twice. So by using a durable product, we can reduce e-waste by only replacing once in a decade. Next, government should form e-waste management policies, funding supports program, enforce regulation, and participates in public awareness. Yes, the major problem we are facing is lack of awareness. Many people, many of us don't know how to dispose the plastic, how to dispose the e-waste. We just mix up with all the garbage and the waste products we have. Government should raise the awareness, and it should enforce some policies, management policies, and it should fund for the support programs, and it enforce the regulations, and active participation of the people can can put us better place in managing of e-waste. Then recyclers, they plays the key role in recycling the most of e-waste. E-waste recycler must be sustainable practice, regularly adhere to safety protocols, and educate the public about the importance of e-waste recycling. Yes, more than recycle gonna reduce most of the waste by recycling, simply reusing it, which can reduce the e-waste which can end up in the landfills. Thank you. Have a nice day. I think it raises a, by creating this video, it may have a little it may raises a little alarms to you on e-waste management. So let's all put together our effort and awareness for e-waste, and to make this world a better place. Thank you. Please do like, comment, and share my video.